Hi, I'm Angie. I want to welcome you to National Indoor RV Centers, where we specialize in the sales, storage, service, and detailing of only high-end new and used coaches. So basically, we do it all. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and today I'm thrilled to show you the 2020 Jayco Seneca. This is the Shadow Creek exterior color. Now this sits on the Freightliner S2 RV custom chassis, and it has the Cummins ISB 360 horsepower diesel engine with 800 foot-pounds of torque, which gives you a 12,000 pound towing capacity, so you're gonna go up and down the hills with ease. The S2 RV chassis, like I said, was made by Freightliner Custom Chassis. Therefore, you get the 24-hour support from Freightliner. So you can download this app onto your phone. I love this, it's so easy to use. So it's a 24/7 app, and you've got your local dealers, so it will find a dealer nearby. Also, Freightliner Custom Chassis has over 90 Oasis centers across the United States. So those are centers just for RVs. Along with that, they also have their truck centers as well. So you've got a lot of support. Then one of the things I like on this app is you can go to My Vehicle and register that there. You can go to Maintenance Check. It will kind of tell you when you need to perform maintenance on your coach. And one of my favorite things is the dash light. So if you have a light that comes up that you're not sure what that means, you can just hit that and it will give you the details about that light. So anyway, that's just some of the features on this app, but really handy app to help you with your coach. I want you to notice the single piece fiberglass molded front cap with the automotive bonded windshield. So that just gives it a nice look. Plus you have no seam along the top of that cap, so you're not gonna worry about leaks. Notice the single piece molded fiberglass front entry steps. It gives you that really high-end look on this Super C. So I'm sure you're anxious to see what's underneath this hood. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is to get into it. First of all, you're just gonna pull this back, unlatch it here. I'm gonna go do the same thing on the other side. Now it's unlatched. I'm gonna go to the front of the hood here, and I've got a little handle. I'm just gonna pull this forward. Super easy. And now we can talk about what's inside here. So first we have the fuses for the coach. We have our oil dipstick here, and our oil fill is right on top up there. Then we have our transmission oil dipstick and fill. We've got our power steering fluid, and we've got our fuel water separator down here. So over here on the passenger side, we have the windshield wiper fluid, fill, and then we've got our wussy air horn here. Here's our radiator. This is the engine alternator, and this is the compressor for the dash AC. Then we've got our air inlet manifold heater and our air minder, and we have our coolant. So now it's as easy to close as it was to open. I'm just gonna go ahead, and you've got those hydraulic pistons in there that make it super easy. So I look like I'm really tough. And then you just come over here, and you're gonna pull that forward, latch it, and then do the same on the other side. Now while I'm here, I wanted to point out that this has the full body paint and diamond shield. So you can see that across the front cap, and you also have diamond shield on your front door near the door handle. The Seneca sits on the 275 Michelin tires with the JRide aluminum rims. Now, something I want you to go watch is my video on Retroband. It's a product that is sold exclusively at National Indoor RV Centers. Basically, it's a spare within your tire, and it's a potential life-saving device. I know I wouldn't want to go in a coach with my family and friends without the peace of mind of having Retroband. We have the chrome mirrors. The top mirror is adjusted by power inside the coach, and these are manually adjusted outside here. Then we've got our side view camera. So when you hit your right and left turn signal, you're gonna get a shot down the full length of the side of the coach. Great for when you're changing lanes or just to see what's around you. Nice feature. And then let's talk about JRide Premium. So you get the rear air suspension. You get the heavy-duty stabilizer bar, which is going to give you extra support and stability, and you get the sack shocks along with the computer balanced drive shaft. So what that does is basically, if you were to take your car in and only balance 3 of the 4 tires, you'd have a really rough ride. That computer balanced drive shaft is going to give you a nice smooth ride. And it also has full air brakes, so air brakes all the way around, which is going to give you more braking power. One of the biggest factors that you need to think about when you're buying a Jayco is that you get this 2+3. So you have 2 years on basically everything, warranty on everything, and then 3-year on your structural. So that's huge. You're not going to get that with just about any other manufacturer. So you have a couple ways to get into your coach. Obviously the key, plus you have this keypad here so you can make your own combination to get into your coach, so you can give that to your kids or your friends. Also, I mentioned that there was the diamond shield around this, so that just is going to protect that beautiful paint. Then note, we have this huge window when we go into our coach. I love that in the door. That's something that you don't typically see. Also, on all the windows, you have the double paned tinted frameless windows. So now let's talk about the Carefree awnings. So first of all, I can operate these outside my coach if I download the Mirror app from my Vega Touch onto my phone. So I've got that downloaded here. All I have to do to bring up my awnings is hit the extend button. So how cool is that? You can do that all off of your phone. Now I've got a LED light strip all the way across the top too, and I can do that from my phone as well. So I'm just going to go to my lights. I'm going to go to my exterior lights and my awning light. Go ahead and turn that on. Now if I want to go back and adjust that light, I can have it shine on the coach or down on the ground. I'm just going to extend my awning a little bit more or retract it, and I can move that light. So that's really cool to do right here. I can also turn on my porch light right here. So that's nice to have. You don't have to run into the coach as it gets dark at night. Flip on your lights on the porch, put your awning out, and turn on your lights right here. Now that I've got the awning extended, let's say that we're having a huge rainstorm. Well, I don't want to come out and have a big mud puddle right in front of my doorstep here. So I want to direct the water to the far corner of the awning. So you can easily adjust your awning just by push that button in and just extend that up. So now you can see I've adjusted the awning so I've got the rainwater going off the far corner rather than right here at the step. So you can also extend and retract your slides from the app as well. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the bed slide here. And as it comes out, I want you to notice another thing that comes standard on the Seneca is the slide toppers. And then just note that this slide that's underneath the main awning does not have a slide topper because the awning acts as the slide topper. Another feature that I like about the Seneca is you've got the 3 entry steps. So you've got a lower front entry step here so you don't have to heave yourself up into the coach. Nice grab bars going in and heading out. So we have the bus style slam latch baggage doors on the Seneca. So we've got lots of storage here. I'm just going to go ahead and open up all these 3 compartments so you can see how much space you have. And we've got pass-through storage as well. And then look how high these compartments are. So I brought my little handy dandy measuring tape here. The opening here is about 27 inches. And then from ceiling to basement floor, we're at 30 inches. From ceiling to the floor in the pass-through tray, we're about 13.5 inches. So that's pretty cool. You can get a lot of fun toys in here, a bike, paddleboard, kayak. But anyway, I just think that that's a great space. Each compartment has its own light as well. So on and off. So on to one of my favorite things on the exterior of the coach is the entertainment center. So we've got a great big 39-inch flat screen TV, and we can swivel that out too, so that we can direct it away from the glare of the sun or direct it into the direction of our guests. We also have the 2 Furrion speakers and our DVD player here and 2 110 outlets. Now just above the entertainment center, we have a vent. You're probably wondering what that is for. That's for your convection microwave oven. We've got a marker light here. So here we have our 16.5 gallon LP tank. We've got a little spot here where we could store some hoses. I've seen customers take Velcro and then just like loop up their extension cord or hoses and attach them right to that right there. So you can use that space, which is nice. And then we've got our quick connect for our gas grill right up here. Also right here, we've got a good shot of our jacks. You can see that there's no springs on that. Full hydraulic down and up. So more storage here. We also have a low point drain here in the back. You're gonna need to drain that if you winterize your coach. Now, if you're a storage customer at National Indoor RV Centers, you won't have to worry about that. But if you do, just note there's one of your drains. This is our ABS lined plastic baggage compartment. So this might be some place where you wanna put anything that might get wet or messy. You might wanna use that there. And it's lit as well. We have our marker light and one more ABS lined plastic compartment with a light. Here we have the single piece molded fiberglass rear cap. We've got our extra brake light here. Check out that big window. Got to love that. That's one of the bonuses to having a front engine, is that you're gonna have this big window in your bedroom. Then we've got the rear view camera, our 12,000 pound hitch with our 7-way for our tow vehicle. So with that 12,000 pounds, you're gonna be able to tow your Jeep, plus some toys, dune buggies, whatever it is that you and your family enjoy doing, you're not gonna have a problem towing it behind this Seneca. So we have our marker lights here on the driver's side. Then we've got our 10-gallon gas electric water heater. Just a little FYI, this is your high pressure relief valve. And then we've got a little peephole here so that you can see that your pilot light is lit. All right, you're probably wondering what that exhaust is for. That's for your generator, which is right behind this door. So we've got our 8,000 watt Awning generator. And if you look right over here, you can start and stop your generator here. Also, if you happen to trip a breaker on your generator, this is where you would come and reset that. It tells you your hours right here. And we have a low point drain in here over to the side. So again, if you need to winterize, you'll need to know where that is. Here's the fuel fill for our 100-gallon diesel fuel tank. Then we've got our wet bay here. So to start off, I like to turn on my light right here. Then we can turn on our water pump there. So here are the directions for all of the functions that we'll want to perform back here, and it will let us know where we need to turn our levers. So to winterize, sanitize, city water fill, dry camping, and to power fill our tank. Then we've got our black tank flush, and then we can hook up our shower, our external shower. So we've got the hose right here. We're just gonna go ahead, stick that in there. We've got hot and cold, and it gives you some nice pressure off this hose also, and I really like that. Then we have our freshwater fill here. We have our satellite and cable inputs, and this is the switch for our macerator. So the Seneca comes standard with the macerator, and you also have the option, you can do a gravity dump if you need to, and you would hook that up right here. We have our low point drains, and we have our water filter for the coach. And we have our paper towel holder here and a little spot for our soap. So once we're done doing all the dirty work, we can clean up. We have our marker light, and then we've got our two pass-through baggage compartments. I'm gonna open up those together so you can see how big they are on the driver's side of the coach, and again, they pass through to the passenger side of the coach. Now you're probably wondering what's behind these two black doors. So these are our air ping tank release valves. So you want to keep water out of our brake line. So you can see, so this is for the rear of the coach, and this is for the front of the coach, and you should probably do that about once a month. Then we've got our inverter, 2,000 watt inverter, and they've placed that up here so it's out of the way. We're not gonna pack too much stuff around it. And just on top of here, we've got our solar prep. Now behind this door is probably the most important baggage compartment because it contains our house and chassis batteries. So we have 4 house batteries, 2 chassis batteries. They're on the MORride slide out tray, so you can slide that out for servicing, or when you need to replace them, just come to National Indoor RV Centers and we will take great care of you. Now that you've seen the gorgeous exterior of this Seneca, let's go inside and check out the beautiful inside. As I walk into the Seneca, now remember I told you there's 3 steps out here, so you've got a lower front entry step, and then you've got these nice grab bars as you're coming in and for when you're leaving, so it's going to be safe. We also have a little light here. That's our porch light, plus it lights up the stairwell, so we're going to be able to see where we're coming into the coach. And then right when we get inside here, we've got our main power disconnect. I like that, so when I leave the coach, I can hit that off if I want to. When I come back in, I can turn that back on. Then we've got our power step button. So right now I've got that turned off. I don't want the step to go going in and out now that I'm camping and settled, but if you have that on, then it will go in and out every time the door opens. Now another thing that I really like right at the front of this coach is this cabinet here. So you've got a place to hang jackets, put keys, whatever. I just like that they give you that as soon as you walk into the coach. We've got our fire extinguisher here. Hope that we never need that, but that's very accessible if we ever do. Then let's go over here and we can talk about our Vega Touch panel here. This is pretty much the command control center for the whole coach. So I'm just going to walk you through this. Our home button is going to give us the ability to turn on all the lights or turn them all off. So master on, master off. Then we've got the living room lights, the kitchen sink, and the bed ceiling. Now anytime you see the little up and down arrow on those lights, that means that the light's dimmable. So I can go ahead and just hold that light, and it's hard to see with the camera, but it's softening that light. So I like a little softer light, especially in the evening. And it's going to stay that way until I hit the master light back on. It will go back to full brightness again. Then we've got our, it's going to give us the readings for our front and rear AC unit. We can also turn on our water heater, the electric side or the gas side right here. It's going to give us a reading on our tanks as well. So our freshwater tank is full, our gray is 0, black is 0, and our LP is full. And we can turn on our water pump from right here. It's also going to give us the readings on the house and chassis batteries and let us know that the auto gen start, we can disable it. We can start and stop our generator from here too. So if I just want to start that up, I would just press and hold the start button and you'll hear the generator start. So this is the auto gen start setting. So this is where we can set our auto gen, so we can say quiet time for our generator is like from 9 p.m. till 9 a.m. We don't want it to come in on that time. We can also set it so that once it hits a certain voltage, that it will start the generator, recharge those batteries, and then turn them off once they're charged. And we can also set the run time. So you can do all that from this panel here. Then we've got our master light switches. So again, master on and off, and then it will go through all the lights. We've got the lights on the awning here and the lights on the porch, our living room main, living room mid, sofa ceiling, hall, bed ceiling, kitchen sink, dinette ceiling, accent lights, bath lights, and our vanity lights. Then we've got our climate control panel here. So it's going to let us know what we're at right now. This will get nice and cold with the 2 AC units. That's huge for this 30, well, it's a 37T, but it's really 39 feet 4 inches. And so 2 AC units, I've actually been cold in here today. We can turn on our furnace here, our vent fan in the bathroom, and then we can set the temperature and our fan setting, high, low, auto, turn on our heat pump. So it's super easy. Then we have our slides and awning control. So this is where we're going to extend and retract our slides. Here's our bed slide, our dinette slide, our kitchen slide, and then we've got our patio awning. So we can retract and bring that in from right here. And then this is our settings page. So you can download the mobile app. So it's the Mira mobile app, and you just configure it with that information there. So you can do all these things from your phone if you don't want to be standing here at the panel. So that's pretty cool. Network diagnostics, entry switch, temperature units. You can change Celsius to Fahrenheit. Then we've got the floor plan. So this says 1 HB. That's how the manufacturer refers to the 37TS, is that floor plan. So it's specific for this floor plan. We can adjust the screen brightness here. Cleaning mode, that's gonna like lock out the screen so I can wipe this off and not make any adjustments. Okay, then we have the auto dimming. You can just leave it on that. That's gonna adjust the screen brightness and the light to the ambient light around you. And then we can set the time. So pretty handy little control panel here, the Vega Touch. I love it. I think it's very user-friendly, and you're gonna love it too. Then we also have kind of another option. Say that something goes wrong with our Vega Touch, it's not working for some reason, we have a backup. So we can do our porch light here, our main ceiling light, our awning lights, our accent lights. We can extend and retract the awning from here, our master light on and master light off. And then this is our control panel for our 2000 watt inverter. So as I come into the living room, just know how beautiful this is. First of all, we have solid wood cabinets. So you knock on those, solid wood uppers and lowers. Then they've added some nice features. So we've got the beautiful crown molding along the top of the ceiling here, and the accent light just above the crown molding here, accent light here. So this Cambridge interior just looks awesome. So I want to point out all the great features of this overhead bunk. First of all, we've got the cargo space here. We can put books, toys, whatever. There's 2 spaces for that, one with the cargo net, one without. Then we've got a cup holder. We've got 2 USB chargers there, and then our 110 outlet. And then right here, it looks like this little white screen. This is actually a window. So it's powered. This is probably one of my favorite features because right now we're in our building at National Indoor RV Centers. But if I were out at the campground, I could literally sleep under the stars in the comfort of my air-conditioned coach. So I think that's pretty cool, and I think the kids are gonna love that. So I like that feature, and it's just easy push button up and down. Then if you look in the far corner over here to the left, we've got another 110 outlet and USB charger, cup holder, cargo net with the storage here, and more storage there. And then right here are the controls for that window shade, and then our light control. So once the kids or your guests are ready for a little privacy and go to sleep, you just pull the privacy drape and they've got their own space. So I feel like a big kid up here in the bunk room, but I wanted to get up here and show you how much height there was up here. So I could be sleeping up here, sit up, and I'm not gonna touch the ceiling. So I think that's a huge factor. Another huge bonus to the overhead bunk in the Seneca is that it will support 750 pounds. Yep, that's a lot, and I'm not even close to that, thank goodness. But so you could obviously get a couple adults up here, 2 big NFL linemen, you name it. Lots of grandkids, lots of friends. So the kids will have a lot of fun up here, and you can even put 2 adults up here. I mean, very easily could be very comfortable to sleep 2 full-size adults up here, plenty of length. The cushion here is nice, so it's a great space. So the Seneca comes standard with the padded vinyl ceiling. We have the LED lights throughout. Then we've got our directional antenna. So you just push this little button in here and move your antenna into the direction that you think you're gonna get the best signal. And then we've got our smoke detector, and we have 2 speakers that will bring our dash radio into the living room. The furniture in the Seneca is made by Flex Steel. We've optioned in the theater seating here, and I think that's a really nice option. Very comfortable. First of all, I love that you're directly across from the TV, so that's where I want to be. And then it's powered, so you can really get comfortable, take a nap. Sounds good right now. So it's very comfy. You got 2 drink holders here, and we've got space here to put our remotes or phones, whatever. And we also have USB charger in here and USB charger where our power button is for the theater seating. So those are really nice. Then we have great cabinets all the way across the top here. Look at all that storage. Really nice deep storage there. And I know I already pointed them out, LED lighting, the accent lights that are new this year. Look at the beautiful valances that they've given us. We also have the night shade and the day shade, and those are just pole shades, so not the accordion. Nice quality shades and beautiful lighting. I just think they've done a great job in this coach. Then over here on the passenger side, we have these two big cabinets here. Nice tall storage, and again the double struts on those cabinet doors, gonna make them nice and sturdy. And we've got our sofa here, our love seat. Now this is gonna make into a bed, a jackknife bed, so you just move that lever, pull up and then out, push down, super easy. Goes in the same way. I'm just gonna pull it up, grab it from the back here just a little. Easy as that to have an extra bed. Then we've got our TV that we're hiding right here. So we have a nice big window if we're not watching TV. If we do want to watch TV, we're just going to push our button here. This is a 50-inch flat screen TV. So how great is that? 50-inch TV in your coach. That's what I call glamping. And then we have our two 110 outlets here and two USB chargers here as well. A great bonus with the Seneca is that Jayco puts a seat belt in every seating location. So in this floor plan, we've got the theater seats. They're each gonna have a seat belt. The love seat's gonna have two seat belts. Your forward-facing booth and your rear-facing booth are both gonna have seat belts. So you're gonna have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, counting your captain and co-captain's chair. You're gonna have 10 seat belts in this 37 TS coach. So let's talk a little bit about the AC for the Seneca. First of all, you've got 2 units. Again, this is a 39-foot coach, 2 units. The one in the living room here is a 15,000 BTU with heat pump, and then the one in the bedroom is 13.5 and no heat pump. So here we have a couple options too. So this is ducted air, or we can change this little vent right there and right here, and we can do what we call a quick cool. So if you want to redirect that air from the vents to just straight down, try to cool the coach a little faster, that's what you can do. Sometimes I'll do that if I've been out in the hot sun, the coach has been sitting there, those ducts run along, just above them is the roof, and anyway, that heat's just been pounding down on them. So by the time that air gets directed to the front of the coach, it may not be as cool as if I just do that quick cool and cool the coach down quicker, and then I can go ahead and shut those again and send it through the ducts so it's a little bit quieter. So a couple things I want to point out in our booth dinette area. First of all, I want you to see the size of that window. So I love always bringing nature in as much as you can so that you can enjoy the outdoors with the AC or the heat, whatever it needs to be. But this will sleep 2 people. It's going to easily seat 4 for dinner. So you can see there's plenty of room, a lot of space here, and a nice big countertop too. We've got the drink holders, and then also I'm just going to kind of lift this up. You can see there's no leg under there. So you can scoot all the way in, and the person across from you can scoot all the way in, and neither one of you are hitting a leg. And then I'll show you how easy this is to take down. I'm gonna go ahead and make it into a bed now. I'm just gonna take off my top cushions here. I'm gonna bring my bottom ones up, and let me show you too that you've got storage under here. So lots of storage that you can put away items that you don't need to get to all the time. Now I'm gonna take this table and just lift it up, pull it forward, and then push it down. Easy as that. You've got your base for your bed. Now bring in your cushions. We've got this one that we store in the back. And just kind of bring them up and push them all in. And there you go. So this coach will comfortably sleep 8, so we better be able to feed that many people too, right? And that's what I love about this. We've got the nice solid surface countertop, lots of prep space so that I can cook for that many people if I want to. We have the nice 3-burner gas cooktop, stainless steel, and we have our stainless steel convection microwave oven. And then let's check out all of our space here. So the top cabinet here is going to be our AV cabinet. We've got our matrix system, so we can input, if we want to play a DVD player in the living room and the bedroom, we can do that right from here. And we've also got our wine guard in motion satellite switch back here. So we just flip that and that will start searching. And we've got our Sony Blu-ray DVD player. And then we've got more storage here. We've got our button here for our light above our TV. And we've got our 2 110 outlets right there. We've got a nice LED light underneath that cabinet, which is nice. We've got the beautiful glass backsplash here in the kitchen. And then more storage here. We've got a 110 outlet here that we're plugging our microwave into. Again, more counter space. Here's a great big cabinet. I would put spices, baking goods, stuff like that in there. And then we've got big stainless steel 1-bowl sink here with the residential faucets. And then let's check out all of our drawer space here. So we've got 4 nice, long, deep drawers. And then these are 2 great big, nice, deep drawers there. And then lots of space underneath our kitchen sink. I love that this one's divided, that one's not. So if you want to put a trash can in there, that'd be great. If you have taller appliances, you could store them there as well. Then right to the side of the cabinet here, we've got another 110 outlet. If you want to put the coffee pot up here, no problem. And we've got the little flip drawer and then 2 more full extension drawers. And just below that, we have our carbon monoxide detector. So here we have another 110 outlet right at the base of the refrigerator cabinet, and that's where our furnace heat is going to come out. Then let's check out this huge refrigerator, Whirlpool refrigerator. Now we've opted in the residential refrigerator. For you road warriors out there that want to go off the grid, you can still, you can get the gas refrigerator if that works better for you. I love this refrigerator. First of all, we have the lock right here on the door. So as you're going down the road, you want to make sure that's locked. That's going to lock both your freezer and your refrigerator. And then another thing that I love so much, I know it's the little things, ice and water in the door, and I can even get crushed ice, my favorite. But check out how big this refrigerator is. Oh, angels singing. So you're good for a long time with this refrigerator. Right next to the refrigerator, we have our pantry. So nice and tall, and we have 2 of them. All right, in the hallway here we have a thermistor. That's going to communicate to the thermostat to keep our coach nice and comfortable, either cool or hot, whatever we've set that at. Now you're probably wondering if we get a privacy door as we go into our bathroom. You do. So right here they've got a nice strap here to keep that from moving or jiggling when you're going down the road. So it's going to help keep this coach, the ride, nice and quiet. And then you just pull that out and you can shut that for full privacy. Now we're in the bathroom here. So look at this nice solid surface countertop. Lots of space here. Big, huge mirror. I love that we have a towel hook for our hand towel. And then we've got a big medicine cabinet. We've got accent lighting. So that's probably one of my favorite things. Let me show you what that looks like. So just at night, all you have to do is turn on just the accent light. And I think that looks really pretty, and you don't have to brighten up the whole coach just to wash your hands. And then just toggle switches for the other lights. One right here in the vanity area and one in the hallway. And then we have an outlet, two 110 outlets right here. And storage below, lots of storage, nice, deep, and tall. So we can get plenty in there. And then we're gonna head into the room with the toilet and the shower. You can see that it's nice and roomy. You're not gonna feel like you're in a cave. You've got toggle switches here for your bath fan and for your bath light. And we've got a hook on the wall for our towels. I love that because I hate to have them laying on the ground. We've got our porcelain toilet bowl with the push button pedal. And then we're gonna go into our single piece fiberglass shower. So this is nice and big and roomy as well. We've got the shower head here, so we can put it in the holder, or we can use it as a handheld, which is great if we've got little kids to watch or our pets. Soap dish, obviously lots of little spaces here where we can put shampoo. And we've got the skylight here, so if you have guests that are tall, they're gonna be comfortable and enjoy the shower as well. And a seat here, which I love to shave our legs. And we also have the glass doors. So I love that this coach will hold so many people. You can have a great time with your friends and your family, but it's great to also have your own quiet space too in this big, beautiful master bedroom. So here we have again our privacy door. So I can just close that and close off the rest of the coach. And then look, I've still got room on both sides of my bed to walk around it. This is a king size bed, so that's another great feature. We have a nightstand on both sides and a little compartment for storage on both sides. We're gonna have 110 outlets on the base of the bed on each side. And then we've got our reading lights, so we can just turn those on really easy. And we've got nice storage all the way across the top of the bed. So I typically would want to put, you know, like a nice big plastic bin there that I could just pull in and out because it's so deep, it's a little bit hard to get to. But I love that they give me that space because I'm going to use it for sure. Then we have the nice padded headboard, beautiful pillows, nice bedding. They didn't cut any corners in the Seneca. Now moving on to the storage. So we've got the mirrored fronts on the doors here, which is nice. We've got a big wardrobe area with a bar so we can hang clothes in here. And then we've got the drawers. Try not to break any nails. And then we've got a nice big drawer below here. Another big drawer. So that's super nice. We've got our 32-inch flat screen TV, that's Insignia. And then we've got a little pull here. So you just pull that to release. And then look at all that storage that you have back there. You have a coax cable there, and then you've got your 110 outlets. Flip down compartment here. And then really nice big deep drawer. Another nice big deep drawer. And then we've got another wardrobe area and drawers. So his and her, or her and her. That's how I like it. Another thermistor. So again, that's going to communicate with the thermostat, keep the temperature nice and pleasant in here. We've got our light here for the bedroom. And then we've got another big storage compartment here. Now this is huge. I've right now got this, the extra little cushion for the dinette in there, but you can find another spot for that. But a big bar here. Now that's a really big compartment. It's actually plumbed for a combo washer dryer. So you can add that to the Seneca if you'd like. And then we've got two more drawers below. So, I mean, lots of space. I love this. I've got almost as much space as I have at my house. So then Huge feature that I just love. Look at that big back window. So I can't tell you how many times you're in a park and the best view is the back of the RV. Well, this time we have a window. That's a beautiful thing about this being a diesel coach with the front engine, is that when I'm backed into a beautiful camping spot and the lake's behind me or the ocean's behind me, I can have that right here in my bedroom. So I like that. This is also your emergency exit window as well. I also wanted to show you that there's storage underneath the bed in the Seneca 37TS. Right here underneath the bed, we have the breaker box and fuse box for the coach, and everything's nicely labeled. So I wanted to show you the 37TS with the slides in. First of all, I want to point out this space never changes. It's not on a slide. So you have full access to your vanity area, your bathroom, and you can easily sleep on your king bed too if you needed to without taking the slides out. Then you've got lots of room here in the hallway. I can easily get into my refrigerator and my freezer and pantry. Then here at the kitchen, you'll see that part of my sink is covered, but I still have access to more than half of it. So that's not a problem. I can be working here in the kitchen, sitting at the dinette, on the love seat or the theater seats. Lots of room and plenty of walkway. All right, so I want to go over everything that's up here in the cab and dash area of the Seneca. First of all, I want to talk about the really comfortable seats. These are made by Flex Steel, and we've got the finger control. We've got the double armrest here, so we can get very comfortable while we're driving, and then they've got the finger control here so that you can adjust those to your liking. Then our seats are 6-way powered. That's the captain and co-captain. So you get in your seat, get comfortable. So the back will go up and down, the front will go up and down, and then forward and back. So that's really nice. And then you've got the lever over here to your left for your recline. So you can get very comfy, very comfortable seats. Then here on the door, we have the control for our mirrors, and that's for our top mirrors. Our bottom mirrors are manual. You have to adjust those manually. But you can do your right and left mirror. Those mirrors are also heated, and I'll show you that where that button is in just a second. Then down towards the middle part of the dash here is where your ignition is. So it's on the left-hand side, which is a little bit different. And then right next to that is your battery boost. Basically, if you come back to your coach and your house batteries are dead, you want to get the house going, you're going to push that auxiliary button, and you're going to tie your chassis and your house batteries together to get enough amperage that you could start your generator. Generator will run and then charge up your house batteries. Same thing if you've taken your coach out, you come back and your chassis batteries are dead, but your house batteries are fine. And go ahead and push that button. You're going to tie your house and your chassis batteries together so that you can get enough power to start your engine, and then your alternator will start to charge those batteries while you're driving. So that's a great button to have. If both your chassis and your house batteries are dead, you're pretty much out of luck, and you better call Coach Dinette. Just above that, you're going to have the control for your cruise control and then your set and accelerate. So when I'm driving, I'm going to show you if you want to air up your coach quickly, or if you know you're going to be idling for more than 5 minutes just sitting still, you want to be in high idle, and that's pretty much on any diesel engine. So all you have to do that is turn your cruise control on and then hit the set button, and you'll see those RPMs go up. Then just above your cruise control button, you've got your increase and decrease. That's for your brightness on your screen. You know, I'm getting old, so I like it really bright. I like to be able to see it. And then just above that, you've got the light control. So you're going to have your headlights. It's going to be at the top. When you push it up, the middle is off, and the bottom is your running lights. Now here on the steering column itself, we're going to have our control for our windshield wipers and our windshield wiper fluid, and then obviously our left and right hand signals. And when you do that, when you put them, when you turn on your right signal, you're going to see down the full length of the right side of your coach. Same with the left side of your coach. And when you're in reverse, you're going to get a rear view camera on that, on the back of your coach. Also, if you want to pull those forward, you can just put on your brights. If you want to keep your brights on, push it away from you. Then right up here, you've got a red button. That's for your hazards. Turn on and off. And then you're probably wondering how you're going to adjust the steering column. So right here in the middle, down by just above my brake and gas pedals, is a center pedal, and that will allow me to adjust that, bringing it forward and back and telescope. So once you find the right position, just let go of the pedal and it will lock it into place. Then here on your actual dash display, we've got the button over here that will let you scroll through trip information. So your odometer, trip 1, trip 2, engine information, and you can just scroll through the other options. So here we've got our Allison transmission, reverse, neutral, drive. If we want to look at our transmission information, we can just hit the plus and the minus at the same time, and it will scroll through information on the transmission. Then we've got our window up and down button for the driver and for the passenger. And this is our engine regeneration button. You'll get a prompting on your dash when you need to push this, and it's just a toggle switch. So just do that. Then we have our engine exhaust brake. So just on and off, and I'll demonstrate how that works on our test drive also. Then we've got our park brake here. So pull to apply and push to release. This is our equalizer system, which is our hydraulic leveling jacks. So what's important about this is that you have hydraulics down and up. They're not spring loaded on the return. So we're just going to hit the power button here, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit auto level. So now that we're all level, we can just go ahead and turn it off. When we're ready to leave the campground and go to travel mode, we're just going to hit retract all. All right, so jacks are now all retracted. We are ready to go. We're in travel mode, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. Now, a little tip when you're putting your jacks down. Say you go to a park, you pull in, try to level, it lets you know if there's an excessive slope or something won't level. So you move your coach just a little bit, try your jacks down again, say you're still not level. And so let's say you then maybe change campgrounds or move your coach again, you want to cycle through that one more time. Best to not cycle through, like put your jacks down and up more than twice without giving it a little time in between, you know, a good 30-minute break, because you can have a tendency to burn up the pump. So just a little word to the wise, if you're, you know, having some trouble finding a level slope, just don't cycle those jacks too many times. Then we've got our lock and unlock for the front cab area, and this is our mirror heat. So for our external mirrors, we can defrost just by turning that on or off. We've got the 12-volt power receptacle here. Then we've got our fan control for our dash AC and heat, and then we can direct where we want that fan to blow, and the cold and the hot. Got our nice drink holder, cup holders here, and ashtray. I think you should use that as a coin holder though. Keep you RVing longer. And then just below that, we've got our USB port. So if you have a thumb drive that you want to plug in there, I'll show you up here on the screen where you can play music off that thumb drive. Now here on the dash, we can go to our home screen. We've got our radio, disc, so if we want to play a disc. This is for our Bluetooth. If you want to set up your phone, you can play music off of your phone through your Bluetooth. Then we have our Sirius XM radio. So again, you get a free 3-month subscription. The antenna is already installed on your coach, so that's a great option there. Then this is where if you bring a thumb drive, you would plug that in and you could play your music off of that. And then we've got our GPS. So show the map. Back to menu, destination, all that good stuff. And then we can go here for sounds and warning, customize quick menu, traffic. So honestly, one of my favorite things on this Super C is the horn. So, you know, I love that as a little girl, trying to get the truckers to honk at you. So, you know, I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, you've got that horn. You also have the kind of your wussy horn that's here on your steering column. Then we've got our visor. So just up and down, we can make that work. Keep the sun out of our eyes. Little cubby here for our sunglasses or whatever. Another storage space here and a storage space right above the passenger seat. And then we've got our lights for reading or whatever we need. And then those aren't the only lights. We also have a light right behind us, like our map lights. So you have that be for the driver and for the passenger. I've gone ahead and put in the blackout or privacy shades for the front cab area. They're very easy to put in. They just accordion together, so they go in like a bag, like you'd have a tint bag, and then you just put them out. They've got a gray and a darker side. I put the gray side out so it's more reflective, and then you just use your visors here to hold them in place. So they stay really nicely. Then on the driver and passenger side, you need to look on the actual blackout shade itself. There's a little D for driver and a P for passenger. That way you'll get them on the right window so they fit correctly. And the trick to installing these is they've got a magnet on them. So they just kind of attach to the door. But if you put them up a little bit on the door, get them in place, and then go ahead and shut the door, so they have a nice secure fit there, and you're gonna keep out all that light. All right, so I am ready to take this Seneca out for a test drive. You guys come along with me and you'll see how easy this is to drive. First of all, I love that my tires are out in front of me. This just feels like I'm driving a beefed up pickup truck or semi truck. It kind of makes you feel like Mad Max Road Warrior kind of ish. If I could make the Tim the Toolman sound, I'd do it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my blinker. When I do that, you're gonna see down the full right side of the coach. As I'm getting up to speed here, you can really tell that this has the 800 foot-pounds of torque. Really moves quite nicely, and I feel like I've got a lot of power. So I've got my engine brake on, and I'm pushing the accelerator right now. I'm gonna be coming up to a speed bump. So as I get up to that speed bump, I'm not even gonna touch the brake. I'm gonna just take my foot off the accelerator, and you'll see that the coach is just gonna automatically slow on its own with that engine brake on. I like to drive with the engine brake on just because it gives me more stopping power when I need it. And when I'm driving something this big, I wanna have all the stopping power I can get when I go to throw on those brakes. I'm approaching that speed bump, or that little dip in the road. I don't even have my foot on the brake, and we're gonna go over it nice and slow, and I never touch the brakes. All right, so I'm on the freeway now. I'm up to about 60 miles per hour. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my cruise control and then hit the set button. So basically, it can do all the work for me. Now I can just enjoy the ride. You know what my favorite part is already, I told you. But I like sitting up high. I like sitting up high in this Super C. And my next favorite thing is, isn't that fun? This really is quite quiet for having a big engine in the front. So I just did the decibel reader. I've got the generator running and the back AC running because it's a hot day. And I'm at 74 on my decibel reading. So I'm super impressed with that. One of the things I love about an RV is that your trip starts from the minute you get behind the driver's seat. You've got all the comforts of a home right behind you, friends, family with you, and this is super easy to drive. We've got the air suspension, the rear air suspension, the heavy stabilizer bar in the back, the sack shocks, and the computer balanced drive shaft. So you're not going to have any problem driving this Super C. One of the common fears of people when they're first driving a Class C coach is that they feel like they're too big for the lane, and they have a tendency to want to stay to the right. I know I did. It's best to always hug the left side of the lane that you're riding in, so don't always stay in the left lane. You might get in trouble if you do that, but stay, kind of hug the left side of the lane. And as you're going down the road, just look a little bit beyond, the front ahead of you. You can also look in your mirrors and see where you are in the lane, and it won't be long before you get really comfortable just being in your lane. So that big semi is going to pass you and you're not even going to care. And did you feel that? That big semi just passed us, one on the left, one on the right, and I'm not swaying back and forth. Really easy to drive. You're going to enjoy this ride. Come out to National Indoor RV Centers and take one for a test drive yourself. I hope you've enjoyed my walkthrough of the Jayco 2020 Seneca 37TS. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how much this beautiful coach would cost. So MSRP, which is the manufacturer's suggested retail price, is $262,530, and MAP pricing, which is the minimum advertised price, is $184,995. Now, if you want to find out how much I can sell you this coach for, please give me a call at 469-277-1120. Now, I really mean that. That is my personal number. If I don't answer, please leave me a message, because I do return my phone calls. I'm probably talking to someone just like you, or I may be making another video. You can also email me at Angie@NIRVC.com. And remember, as one of the largest Seneca dealers in the nation, and with our volume and economies of scale, RVs simply cost less at National Indoor RV Centers. Now make sure you check out our everyday best pricing on this floor plan and some other popular Seneca floor plans. With our growing service centers across the country, service truly is our heart and soul of National Indoor RV Centers, and we won't be beat on price. So why wouldn't you give me a call? So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. Also, go and watch my retro band video, and I'd love to have you come and join me at one of our awesome AIM rallies. So that's aimclub.org. Just click here, and thanks so much for watching.